But it's not just in family kitchens where baking can prove to be a joyous and life-changing experience. For David from Buckinghamshire, baking has proved the perfect escape route back to nature. When he wants to unwind, he heads to the wilderness, away from civilization, to create his baking masterpieces. After a long career in data analytics, he believes his escape from the corporate world was his best decision ever, and allows him to embrace the more fun-loving, less serious side of himself.
So after 30 years, all those pressures, it's tough emotionally as well as physically and demanding mentally to deliver. I've always loved being outdoors, so it was perhaps in a way time to return to that. I realised that actually I loved being in the woods, I loved the campfire and the cookery and those skills, and I realised that that would be for a calmer, more relaxed life.
But the enjoyment doesn't just come from baking itself. David scours the local environment to find sticks to make a fire, which will be used to create his bread.
We light a fire, we build a shelter, and we need to make something to eat, and what better than some fresh bread? The smell of fresh bread, oh, it's wonderful. Outside, even better.
David is convinced that the process of making bread is good for the soul, and he's on a mission to convince others.
The therapeutic value of kneading your dough, and you really just get into it and push it and squish it. You're just going to enjoy it. It's just going to be really nice. The thing that makes it special is that for a little while, the only thing that matters is the fire and just watching and letting the world go by. In the modern world, there's always the worry about the bills and the letters and the email and the social media and all of those things. But here, they just, well, they go away with the smoke. They just evaporate, they just drift away. It's just a good place to just be contented with life without any complication. It's a spirit of the woods, a spiritualness.
And while the benefits David gets from his baking are clear, the proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the bread.
So it's time to see how the bread's been proving. Ooh, pretty good. 5 more minutes.
Once the dough is proved, David transfers it to the baking oven, which over the roaring fire has reached more than 200 degrees. He carefully creates a hole in the middle of the fire and places the oven in it. 20 minutes later, it's ready.
Oh, lovely. No soggy bottoms. Lovely. Wow. Smells beautiful. And that is the pizza bread with tomatoes, herbs and chilies.
Today, the team at Nishkam SWAT have 2 extra volunteers, as Allegra and David are keen to experience the benefits of sharing their creations with people in need, and are bringing the bread they baked to serve as well.
Would you like some bread that's freshly baked?
Not to be outshone, David's bread is also proving popular.
Yeah, David's bread's really nice, really nice. Thank you. God bless.
Hey, I got a 10 out of 10. Thank you, sir.
And even Randeep wants a bit.
So I baked some of the bread over the campfire.
Right, can you break a bit?
Yeah,
for me. I have to try it. You know, we talk about energy in food. I can feel it. I can absolutely feel it. It's amazing.
Cool.
The taste, the texture, everything about this food. These guys are so lucky that you have made this for them. So nice. Have you had some?
Their breads have all gone and been enjoyed by all. But as well as giving things out, they've also been able to take something from the experience.
So, success. It's been really a very special experience to be here.
Thinking back to being in the woods, this is just a whole new experience to be able to share it with other people. We're privileged to be able to share it.